What up, guys? What up, Jerry Cross? What up, Justin? Ryan C. What up, Mark? What up, Jason Fuller? MR2. Eric, welcome back. Justin, Ray, Geezy. Chin, what's going on, Chin? Bon Rogers is in here. CG Outdoor Adventures, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another stream, another Wednesday night stream. Hope everyone is doing well. It's stream night in America. 60K. Lucas is the host. Mike K, love the vids. Get the Stoke button going. Thank you, Mike. Thank you for the $4.99. I'm glad you liked the videos, my friend. Happy Christmas to you as well, Jack. I like Papa Joe's Glutex says how Lucas is mildly embarrassed. He just has no spatial awareness of where he's doing them. What's up, Moses? What up, Thomas? Justin from Alta, what's going on, man? Eric Gulsat with the 1337. Thank you, Eric. Congrats on the 60,000. Here's to 100,000 by season's end and trip to the East next season. Eric, thank you for the 1337, my friend. Your presence was missed last week, and people even commented and said, "Where is Eric Gulseth?" But thank you for the 1337, 60,000. I think 100,000 is a very big stretch, to be honest. But we're gonna keep pushing. And you never know what can happen, I guess. But thank you, Eric. Justin, 29 months. Thank you for being Lewis. Justin, 29 months is insane, my friend. I thought 2 years was crazy, and it's like you're getting close to almost 3 years, which is nuts, man. Only one with the Illuminati badge. What's up? Went to the Jeans Van Jackson this week and we missed you there, man, Eric. How was Jackson, dude? I've been kind of thinking about going up there before Christmas, but, just coverage and stuff like that. But I saw some clips. It looked pretty rad. Been waiting all day for this, says Troy. Is the GoPro Hero 12 good for night skiing or is it bad quality at night? I mean, any camera gets worse quality at night because you're using what's called ISO, which is a digital gain in the camera sensor. Action cameras in general are not going to be very well suited for low light conditions. I mean, that's why cameras can become so pricey, is because everyone sort of fiends over the low light performance. So, the quality is definitely going to worsen in low light conditions, but that's the case with any camera, not even just action cameras. Even my big cameras that I use, the low light performance always, it doesn't look as good as daytime stuff, but I think all action cameras are pretty comparable with their low light performance. I'm wearing my new Stoke Squad hoodie. Let's go, Jeff. I hope you like it. I got mine on as well. Thank you for copping one. Justin gifted the 5. Justin from Alta, thank you so much, man. It's so good seeing you on the channel again, my friend. Bon, Moses, Jared, Chris Noddy, Roberto, welcome, courtesy of Justin. Guys, Justin was Arizona Ski Bum, who I feel like was a very active username last year. And then if you guys watched the Alta video, it might have been opening day. Justin was the one showing me around Wildcat, and that is the Justin that you see here. So Justin, thank you, man. I think he gifted another one on top of that. Geezy Gamer just gifted 6 so far. Unreal, Justin. Park City easy access is about all types of terrain. Smorgasbord. Stickers are on my website, lucasgatani.com/shop. You can get stickers there. We have a hat, a hoodie, and we also have the Stoke Squad flag. So everything can be found there. Vid Boot Fitting just got new insoles. Nice, man. Very good. Custom footbeds are extremely important. And I feel like that could have been missed in that video, but Joe had gotten footbeds made 2 years ago, so his footbeds were still good. So that's why the first step in that process, you'd actually make footbeds. You stand like on this sort of like, I don't even know how to describe it, but it's just sort of like this very cushiony thing, and it makes the footbed, and then you put the footbed into the boot and then start to, fit the boot with the footbed. But because Joe already had a footbed made, that step wasn't in the video. Six memberships for 60K. I got you, Justin. Thank you, man. That's legendary. 60,000. Insane, man. 60,000 people. Oh, Joe's in here now. Let's go. Just sat down from a little session in my backyard park. Nice, man. Welcome. Perfect Bluebird. Nice, Eric. Joined the Stoke Squad this week, offsetting the testosterone a little bit. Hey, we don't have Regina in here right now, but we do our best to have as much female influence as possible in here. My wife got our stickers. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm glad you got them. Just got the Insta Ace Pro with a better Leica lens. Nice, man. Is there any way to find a GoPro after not being on after a long time? What do you mean find it? Like you lost it? Lucas, cap on your quads. Have you ever been skiing in Fernie? No, I've not. I have not been to Fernie. Bobby D, welcome to Stoke Squad. Thank you, my friend. Welcome. Ray J with the 10. Peace and blessings. Happy Christmas, Squad. 60,000. Thanks, Lucas. Ray J, I appreciate you, my friend. Happy Christmas. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. It is the best time of the year, no doubt. I'm even playing a Christmas playlist. I don't know if you guys can hear the music, but hopefully you can. Thank you for the 10. Skiing Killington Smart East Coast guy would be a West Coast guy soon. Nice, Mike. Has the East Coast season, has it been pretty good? I know it started off very strong, but I don't know if I've caught up. I don't know, I feel like I haven't heard much since then, but Evan, the only other Illuminati badge in existence. Look at that. Evan with the $13.99 Canadian. Evan has been around for a long time, as you can see, with the Illuminati. That is insane. Evan, thank you for the 14, man. Evan is based up in the Banff area. Lake Louise, Sunshine, and stuff like that. So, Evan, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Thanks for sticking around for 2 years. Probably even longer at this point. What's up, Josh? What's up, Kathy? What up, Roberto? Another Thursday carried by LC. That's right, because Silk, you're down in like Australia, so it's Thursday for you. It's Wednesday for us. Beautiful day to die in the game. That's right. Love it. What's up, Silk? Just got some Technica Mach 1s. Nice. Those are great boots. Those are great boots. What up, Jay? 22 months. Jay's on his way to the Illuminati badge. What up, squad? Hope everyone's getting laps. What up, Jay? Good to see you, my friend. Any chance you'd have to steamboat when the new terrain pod opens? What is the terrain pod? What does that mean? But it would be cool to get back to steamboat for sure. I haven't been to steamboat in 2 years now at this point. Just got back from out to bird hunting for LC, but only found the moose. Nice. Where'd you see the moose? King J Scan Day 1000 over there. I know, right? Jay's biked and skied every day for the past like 300 days, I feel like. $50 to $60K went super quick. It definitely went. I think it might have went quicker. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we hit 50,000 like back in October, so. Lucas, how do you start the GoPro before a run? I literally I take my GoPro off my helmet before every single run. Like, yeah, I take it off. I have to adjust the setting on the GoPro Max every time so it exposes correctly. I hit start, I put it back up in my helmet. So there's no bit of what I do that is quick. I try to be as quick as I can at this point, but it is a process every run. I'm taking the GoPros down. I'm making sure the lenses are clean. I'm starting them. Yeah, there's taking my hands out of my gloves. I mean, just take it down and make sure it's recording. Put it back up. $27 in a row. That's insane, Jay. Washington season just started. I saw that. I feel like I saw, is it Stevens that just opened? And Snoqualmie opened last weekend, I think, or something. It's about average. Okay. I feel like it's pretty average everywhere, even here. Tons of rain in the Mohawk Valley. My little shredder Andrew got his stickers for Whistler for Christmas. Thanks. Nice. Glad to hear that. Whistler Christmas time. That's going to be awesome. What up, Matt Edwards? Australia, 11:40 a.m. Wow. Haven't any days on mountain just yet in Arizona, but heading out to Montana. Would you ever consider heading down to Arizona for a snow bowl trip? I don't think I would head down there specifically for snow bowl, but I don't know if I ever found myself more down in that southwest corner and work it in, maybe. But the other thing is it's not really on any of the passes that I have, so yeah, if snow bowl were to comp some passes, that'd be a different story, but yeah, I don't think I would make the haul and then also pay for passes for that. But I've heard good things about Snow Bowl. What camera do I use? I use a Canon R6 Mark II. Yeah, 9990 opens tomorrow. McConkey's opens tomorrow, and Silverload opens tomorrow. Steve got a whole new gondola and new chairlift and all new expert terrain since last you've been. Ooh, so that's the terrain pod. Lucas, come to Mount Hood Meadows. That'd be fun. I definitely like that mountain more than I thought I would. I'm gonna go live on TikTok because why not? I don't think I'm gonna go live on TikTok for a long time, but I'm gonna go live on TikTok and then Instagram. When is the Northeast send? There is no planned Northeast send right now. First from the Tramp, second time in the woods by Blackjack Condo on the way back down to Snowbird. Nice. Are you gonna review clips today? I don't have any clips to review. I don't have any clips to review. So my health doesn't show me to ski. I live vicariously. My health doesn't allow me to ski. I live vicariously through videos. Michael Jackson. It's nice having you on the channel, my friend. You come to the premieres, all that sort of stuff, so thank you. I've been watching your content. Thank you, Mike. Luke, so your channel's growing. You're probably going to 100K maybe at the beginning or midway of next season. Yeah, I think that's a little bit more realistic. Yeah, middle of next year probably. But who knows, man? Who knows, to be honest. As for foodies, miners can't bomb smart new specialty dishes in the Mediterranean. This gyros falafels, for what I could tell from packing their goodies. Nice. Just ordered some stickers. Thank you, Billy. No snow on East Coast yet. Really? What up, Matt? Solitude or Brighton, which one will be better? That's a good question. I haven't looked at the terrain in any of those. I know Brighton opened up the fastest lift in the state of Utah. But I don't know what else is open at Solitude. Mammoth might get dumped on next Monday to Wednesday. Really? The only problem right now with the snow is, like, even if we just need so much snow for stuff to open up, you know? I'll have to look at that. I got to sort of do an open snow look and see what the forecast is, because right now it's been pretty dry. I went to Stevens Pass yesterday for their opening. Finally got to start the season. Nice. Mark, 88 Ski. Thank you, man. 60,000, well deserved, bro. Looking forward to skiing with DC's legend, Father Jerry Crosshair, Blue Mountain. What a community! That's so cool, man. Guys, if you're on the East Coast at all, definitely check out Mark's YouTube channel because he posts very similar videos just on the East. So show Mark some love. Check his channel out. Mark is a 2-time Stoke Squad meetup MVP. So yeah, he's not messing around. Camo head of Stoke, love it. I'm glad you like it, Bond. Thanks for picking one up. Anything new expected at Deer Valley? I mean, other than their big expansion coming next year, there's nothing necessarily new. If I was going to buy a camera for skiing, what should I get? I would probably go with the GoPro Hero 12 and the Max Lens Mod 2.0. Thanks for getting us back out to the bird. We were cooped up in the van a little too long to Stoke Elks. Whoever made that YouTube channel is absolutely legendary. The Stoke Elks YouTube channel. Professional boot fitting video was so cool. Never seen anything like that before. Glad you liked it, Shane. Yeah, it was very rushed. Kind of like walked in and they were already doing it. So I wanted to like mic them up, and yeah, I feel like it was much more a fly on the wall, but it kind of worked out. So of course we were late, so that didn't help. Hitting the bird Friday, let's go. I was the kid in the red at Snowbird. I saw you so many times. Got my boots fitted for this first time and it was so worth it. Nice. Yeah, boot fitment is definitely worth it. Been snowboarding for 30 years, switching this year to skiing. Am I ahead of the curve a bit? I mean, if you've been snowboarding for 30 years, you just have general snow knowledge. I think that I'm sure you'll pick it up quickly, so I think you could say you're ahead of the curve, technically, because it's not like you've never been on the mountain before. What setting should I take my ski videos on? 30, 60, 100? You know, the frame rate's really not going to make you... Nothing's going to make you look like you're going faster than you are, so... That's just the truth of it. Frame rate, the only thing frame rate related is if you want to do slow motion, you're going to want to shoot at a higher frame rate. All my head cam stuff, for instance, is shot at 24 frames a second. And then if I want to do something and slow it down like a powder shot, that's usually at 120 frames a second. But the frame rate is not going to make anything look faster or slower for that matter. How often, if ever, do you come to Canada? I don't come up there very often. I was there last year. I'll be in Canada in February and then again in March of this coming season. I'm just going to scroll down a little bit. I just realized I'm already subscribed to Mark. Nice. I don't have any Open Snow promo code. GoPro 12 or Action 4. I've never used the Action. I'm sure they're both very similar cameras. So I just can't speak on the Action 4. I think the GoPro's great. I knew 60K was coming before Christmas. Merry Christmas, Lucas. So much stoke with that 60K. Shane, thank you, man. I appreciate the support and the stoke more importantly, dude. The encouragement, the positivity. That's what it's all about, dude. Yo, Lucas, I'm going to Park City mid-January. What part of the mountain do you recommend the most? Probably Jupiter, to be honest, on the Park City side. I mean, that's if you're an advanced skier. If you're not an advanced skier, I wouldn't recommend Jupiter. So it's hard for me to just recommend areas without knowing your skill level and what you're looking for. Not everyone's looking for double black diamond terrain, but that's, you know, without knowing anything, that's what I'm going to tell you. So does the GoPro Max Lens Mod 2.0 make a noticeable difference? It just depends what you want to use the GoPro for. If you want to use it for POV stuff, like putting it on your head and filming skiing, the Max Lens Mod 2.0 gets you a 177 degree field of view, which is very, very close to what you can get out of the GoPro Max. And typically, in my opinion, the wider the field of view, the more immersive the shot is for something like skiing or mountain biking. So yeah, it's just something you're not really able to get with a normal GoPro, even in their newest hyperview mode. And so yeah, I mean, do you absolutely have to have it? No, but the whole point of the 12 is that you can use the Max Lens Mod 2.0 and get some very I think it's a very great field of view for skiing. It allows you to get your ski tips, your hands, the horizon, all that sort of stuff, which is kind of what I'm able to do with the Max. But in a standard GoPro, you really can't get that wide of a shot. Boot fitting video is great because now you know what a good boot fitting is. Lots of places just want to sell you the boot. Yeah, I agree. Just sub to 88 ski. Nice. Do you do content creation full time? Yes, I do. Mostly YouTube. That's what I do. What's the best GoPro to use? I think the GoPro Hero 12 right now. Mark came out and shredded up Red Pine Shoots. That's right. That's what I'm saying. Mark just came right up, crushed double black at 99.90. Definitely makes a difference. Nice, Pam. New boots and for the first time, custom footbeds. Custom footbeds are huge. Charlie Brown 360 off the cornice this season on the 85s this year. Nice. That's my favorite clip to watch back, is reaction after hitting that for the meetup. I know, it really is pretty wholesome, man. It's pretty cool. I think it's a perfect example of what the meetup's all about. Because you had some people who, you know, ripped it in, whatever, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, you know? And you have everyone in between, so it's a cool moment. Kind of felt bad in retrospect, because I feel like I pushed Mark to do it, and yeah, I'm not trying to get anyone hurt, but I knew he could do it. Where's the best place to ski in Utah right now? Probably Alta. Bro, Lucas, can you show the setup if possible? What are you referring to? What setup? Private mountains, private isn't part of the mountains. Sounding cool, so I take the real estate price. Lowest cost is 1.4. Sounds about right, yeah. That's really not even that bad for like on the mountain sort of stuff. What's your favorite lift at Park City? Jupiter. Notice in your GoPro video you use 16:9. Any reason to use that instead of 8:7? Can you just crop 8:7 to 16:9? Yeah, you definitely could crop it. I would even go, I wouldn't just crop it because you're going to lose information. You could use the FX Reframe plugin and then just stretch the 8:7 to fit 16:9. But what Hyperview does is it takes the 8:7 frame and puts it into 16:9 for you. So Hyperview is essentially 8:7, just automatically squished down into 16:9. So Hyperview and 16:9 is the same thing as 5K 8:7. And with the FX Reframe plugin, you can restretch Hyperview back to 8:7. You can take 8:7 and squish it down into Hyperview. So 8:7 is a great mode to use, but when I know I'm going to be doing something in 16:9, yeah, I don't necessarily, just an extra step. So I would just use Hyperview. Coming to SLC area for New Year, hoping some big snowstorms come in the next few weeks. If not, would you recommend postponing? What are your conditions like right now? I mean, right now we're even above average in Little Cottonwood Canyon, so I wouldn't necessarily recommend postponing, but it's not what it was last year, but it doesn't mean that we're below average. There's a lot of terrain open in Snowbird and Alta. So you can check out their trail status and see what they have open. But yeah, I mean, I think we're all hoping for big snowstorms, but who knows what's going to happen. But it's not like, yeah, we're pretty average in terms of snowfall. I mean, Snowbird has 120 inches of snow so far. So did you race skis when you were a kid? No, I didn't race or anything like that. Of course, that was like 35 years ago. Jupiter Bowl's fun. GoPro 9's a great camera, yeah. GoPro 9's great. Just kind of depends what you... I think the problem is that I think you know, I think it's beneficial for people to look into how to use a GoPro, you know, that's all. And take some time to learn about them, the different modes, what this stuff means, and how to extract the most out of it, because then I think, if not, it's easy to get disappointed with the camera. So... Are you sore after riding? Not really. I was sore when I did Alta, the Bird, then like Alta again, and I was skiing a lot more vert. My quads were a little bit more tired, but I don't really get very sore at this point. We're planning doing low-key Stoke Squad meetup on Friday, last week, every Wednesday, Thursday this year. Yeah, I'm down. I think it just needs to be organized in a way. You know, or else what's the point of doing it low-key and just having a 3-day sort of meetup thing? So that's all. I don't know exactly how to, I don't know how to, we could do it for Stoke Squad members only, but if people get gifted a membership that month, does that mean, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I'm down, because obviously I'll be here. I think it'd be cool to do, Friday on the Park City side, and that way we could do Jupiter and stuff like that for people who are into that. So, are you planning on trying snowboarding? No. No plans to try snowboarding. Kenton Williams with the 5,000 yen, which I believe we totaled last stream to $34 US. So thank you, man. How are y'all, rad guys and gals? Always, you're doing a great job with the content scheme from you and Papa Joe is looking fuego. Love the boot fitting. Was super cool to see and hear the process of a pro boot fitter. Ken, thank you so much, man. I'm glad you liked the channel. There's been somewhat of a slowdown just because I feel like I can't top the Snowbird video, and so I made a video and I struggled with it. So hopefully I get some spark back soon, but I appreciate it, man. Seth with the 10. Thank you, Seth. Thank you for explaining the difference between 69 and 87. That information is nowhere to be found online. I'm skiing LU69 in Hyperview. Yeah, I'm glad it made sense, because I feel like I ripped through that pretty quickly, and without showing a diagram, I feel like it might be confusing. But here's the thing. In the Hero 11, a mode called Hyperview was introduced. It was GoPro's widest field of view. I used it all summer for mountain biking. But what it does is it takes the reason why it's only accessed in 5K is because it takes the 8x7 almost square resolution, and all Hyperview does is it simply just squishes it down for you in the camera to 16:9. So 8x7 is great if you're shooting stuff and it's also going to social media. You want vertical resolution, right? It's just a cool format to have. But if you just know that you're going right to 16:9 widescreen, it just kind of saves a step, in my opinion. But thank you, Seth, for the 10. I appreciate that. The meetup is in March 9th and 10th at Park City in Solitude. I grew up skiing in Park City. Buster Boy 85 is in Utah for the first time at his first Black Diamond. Nice, man. Take a lap with me, Catherine's. Ever skied the East Coast when you were younger? I think I went to Stowe once. Maybe Killington. I forgot which one it was. But not too much. Currently, I don't have any hockey tournaments beat up weekend, so maybe. Eric, that'd be legendary if we saw you out there. You should get a sponsorship by GoPro. That'd be rad. Getting GoPro Max. Nice. Can't wait to use it. Wish DC a happy birthday today. We didn't know it was Devin's birthday. I gotta text him then. Yes, join the Discord, guys. Discord's about a year old now, and we're coming up on 1,000 members, which is really, really rad. So if you guys are into Discord, Discord's a great place, a great resource in the winter. Is the new Insta360 significantly better than the GoPro? I have no idea. I've never used the Insta360. I think the GoPros are great. I would like to think my footage and my videos speak for themselves. But I think there's a lot that goes into what makes a camera better than another one, whether it's usability, UI sort of stuff like that. So I think all the cameras are great. I think Insta's doing a great job with the cameras, but I've literally never even held an Insta360, so I just don't know. All lower lifts are open. Mid mountain is open. 9876 peaks for open. Oh, you're talking about Breckenridge. Nice. Eric gifted 5. Thank you, Eric. AJ, Paul, Noah, Tinfoil Shark, Byron. Welcome, Eric. Thank you for the 5 gifted, my friend. I'm gonna head off for like 15 minutes. Bond with the $9.99. Some Luna love. Did you get a new wiper? I just got Luna back. Luna's been down at Mercedes for 2 days. She got a bunch of work done, which is like good and bad. And they wanted to charge me $95 for a wiper, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna. I can go to AutoZone or whatever and get my own wiper, but so I haven't gotten a new wiper yet. But Luna has been. She got a new DPF bracket. I have the whole thing right here. Just picked her up this morning. A DPF bracket, something was cracked, and they said when it breaks, it obviously creates more damage, so fix the bracket. I had all the glow plugs replaced. That was the biggest thing, because it's a diesel, right? I felt like Luna was having a slow time starting when it got really cold, so I was just kind of nervous, like, I don't want to be stuck somewhere this winter. And glow plugs are obviously, I tested the battery was fine, so 115,000 miles, I felt like it was time for glow plugs. So that was the biggest thing. And then all of these diesels had an emissions recall, and so they give you a $2,000 check if you do it. So my thought was I'll do the emissions recall, basically use the check that I get from Mercedes to pay for the glow plugs and the other stuff. Then I also had them do an oil change. Yeah, the emissions was a big one. Glow plugs. So, but the heater's not really working, so it's like, it's never ending. It's never ending. I didn't ski today, no. When you come into Tahoe, whenever Tahoe gets some snow. Currently studying for finals. The only thing on my mind is some fresh pow. Carter Media. Fresh pow. Any plans for another GoPro trip? I don't think did I ever go on a GoPro trip in general. I mean, I had that heli skiing thing. But I don't know, man. I mean, I'd love to go on a trip with Abe. There hasn't been any it was Abe's birthday, like over Thanksgiving. I texted him happy birthday and asked him some questions about the narwhal situation and some mounting stuff with GoPro, but there hasn't been any talk for this winter, so we'll see what happens. But there's no plans right now. I don't have anything planned. Usually I wish I could pinpoint my gifted subs people, but that one hit a bunch of long timers. Who did it hit? Let's see. AJ, Paul, Noah, Tinfoil Shark, Byron. That would be cool if you could pick who you give them to, but what's your home resort? Park City. You want to Schweitzer this year? Maybe. Where do you want to ski in interior BC that you have not before? Fernie, Panorama, Big Red, or Red Mountain, Big White. Kind of everywhere on the Powder Highway. Love the boot fitting video. I need a guy like Dude in my area, says Mark. Dude is very good. Will you try any new resorts this year? Yeah, of course. East of the Beast. Eric's out trashing the POW. Heading to Alta tomorrow. Your videos are getting us fired up. Nice, Justin. Enjoy. Should be pretty good. What's up, Dakota? Not sure if you know, but you can always cycle the glow plugs more than once to make it a little easier in the cold weather. Thank you very much. I did not know that. Yeah, the thing was, like, I brought it in and had them... They can, like, test the glow plugs, but the thing is they said they can really only figure out... It's either bad or it's not bad, right? There's no like indicator that says the glow plugs are just getting bad. So they were like, you know, we do recommend 100,000 miles, you know, and it's a 10-year-old vehicle at this point. So I was like, you know what? So I don't know. I put a lot of money into Luna this year because back in the summertime or the end of summer, I had like the front strut replaced. I had a whole like kind of wheel bearing situation. So yeah, I put a lot of money into Luna. I don't know really what I'm doing with my life in general, but Luna specifically. The meetup dates might line up for me. I'll be in Park City first and second week of March. Nice, Carter. You should stop by, dude. It's very chill, casual. When's the next upload? So hyped. We uploaded yesterday. There's a video that went out yesterday. Do you think skiing Alta tomorrow with 110 is stupid? Not at all. I think 110 would be a great width for tomorrow. But boot pole, it's a China. Yesterday I got a coupon from Mountain Safety to let them about a down boot pole. Oh, you got a coupon. Nice, man. Just doing your civic duty, Matt. How often do you wax your skis? I honestly never wax my skis, to be honest, man. It doesn't mean not to wax your skis. If you just ask me, I don't really wax or tune my skis. Since I've bought in my Armadas, I've never gotten them waxed or tuned or sharpened or anything like that. When are you going to be skiing next in Summit County, Colorado? Probably not till March if I do go. How much do you like snowboard? Snowbird. I really like Snowbird. It's probably my favorite mountain out there. I just love the vertical. I love the challenging terrain. So yeah, if I only had to ski at one place my whole life, it would be Snowbird. Fernie's epic. Got to come back for a big dump. Hell yeah, man. I heard good things about Fernie. What's up, Lewis? My local ski shop boot fitter in New York started with dude at Vail back in the day. Small world. It is a very small world. We're gonna try out Mount Baker this year. It'd be cool, man, but to be honest, I don't have a pass there. I don't necessarily want to buy one, so yeah, I don't know. Definitely one of those places that's on my bucket list that I haven't really been to before. But yeah, just the whole pass situation is a little bit tough. Lake Louise is included in Icon. Yeah, no, I was there last year, man. Lake Louise is awesome. When are you going to hit Mount Bachelor, Crystal Mountain? To be honest, man, I don't know. I mean, we need snow everywhere, so I'm not going to go out to a place right now where there's just not really a lot of snow. So hopefully everyone everywhere gets some healthy snow, and so then it makes sense to travel to some of these other places. Because right now, Utah, Snowbird, and Alta just have the most snow in North America. So I don't really see a point of traveling outside of here right now. At the moment. So I would love to get back to Crystal. I think I need to give Bachelor another shot in some better weather and better conditions, but I just don't have a date to tell you guys when I'm going somewhere. I mean, the elk ones are just the 2023 version, so you could just get 2024 version, which isn't going to have the elk on them, but yeah, you probably won't be able to find them that easily anymore. You'd either have to get them used from someone, or if some ski shop had, was still selling last year's equipment, but if not, you could just get the 2024 version. But yeah, kind of once the ski model goes, they typically don't restock it. Got caught in some bottomless pow and Vail last weekend. Was a post hole out sufferfest. Any tips for the next time through the deep stuff? Why were you post holing? Were you not on your skis? Is that what you mean? Were you like walking and you were post holing, or? Post hole out sufferfest. What tires do you have on Luna? I have BF Goodrich KO2s. For the first time, I just had winter tires put on my all-wheel drive car. Nice, Pam. You are now unstoppable. Not really, but you're very close to that. But yeah, I have BF Goodrich KO2s. Will you go to Taos? Yes, I will go to Taos. How are the conditions in Little Conwood this time of year? Getting ready to get there tomorrow. Huge fan, bro. Nice, man. I mean, right now, Little Conwood has the best skiing in the country. So there's really no better place to ski right now than Alta and Snowbird. I love your videos. What do you think of Park City compared to the other Colorado ski resorts? I think Park City is very comparable to a lot of Colorado ski resorts. Vail, Breckenridge, Keystone in a sense. Even Telluride, arguably. Park City just, I feel like it's very good at a little bit of everything. It doesn't have the gnarliest terrain, but it has a great terrain park. It's got great groomers. It has some great advanced terrain. So I think from a challenging perspective, they're all very similar. I would say Park City is probably most similar to something like Breckenridge. The thing that I love Park City for, compared to a lot of resorts out there just in general, is a ski town feel. Park City's still one of the very few resorts out there where you could actually ski from the mountain right to Main Street. There's not a lot of mountains that you can do that. And even, I always use Jackson Hole as an example, where Jackson is obviously an amazing mountain, but it's 20 minutes from the actual town of Jackson, so yeah. So Breckenridge is another one where you can, in a way, kind of ski down to the town. Telluride is too, but Park City is very cool because you can quite literally ski right down to the street, click your skis off, walk across the street, and be right at a pizza place or distillery, whatever you want. So yeah, I like Park City for that reason. Oh. You can DM me the clip, Tommy, on my Instagram. Are you gonna come back to Colorado? Don't judge us fast. Kane, I used to live in Colorado, man. I went to grad school out there, so I've skied Colorado plenty of times in all different times of the year. So Colorado's great, but yeah, Utah is just Colorado on steroids, in my opinion. But yeah, Colorado is superb. Nothing bad to say about Colorado. Have you ever been to Taos? I've never been to Taos. Have you ever tried snowboarding? I've never tried snowboarding. Nope. Are you coming back to Canadian Rockies? Yes, I'd love to. I would love to go back up to Banff. That area is so beautiful. I don't know about skiing Delirium Dive just because I ski solo, and I don't have any avalanche equipment and all that sort of stuff. Would be cool if there was an opportunity or something, but just based on my own adventures and travels, I don't necessarily see myself skiing Delirium Dive as is. So plans on going international. I don't have any plans to. I mean, it'd be cool one day. I'd love to check Japan out in the season, but I don't know about summer skiing I just don't think the market is really there, and I think it ultimately it would be a loss of money than spending the plane ticket out there and all that. I just don't think people, even in the summertime, would be focused enough on skiing to make it worthwhile. So that's my response to that at the moment. But haven't done enough research or homework into it. I sunk up to my waist in deep powder and veil. Yeah, I mean, the last thing I would do, Mark, ever is take my skis off in POW. Just think about it. Yeah, if you're just losing surface area, even if you have to walk yourself out of the snow, I would prefer to have my skis on, just because I would have more of like a snowshoe effect. But I don't know how deep it was. But yeah, I don't know what skis you were on, but I would make sure you have a fat ski. That's why I'm a proponent of fat skis and powder. And speed is always your friend in POW. Always your friend. You don't want to get caught going too slow. Have a nice, wide, long POW ski, and you can really rip through a lot of that stuff. So, but my point still stands. I mean, unless you're on a very skinny ski, I mean, then I guess it doesn't really matter. But I'm in all cases, for me, the answer is rarely take my ski off on the mountain. Whether I'm on a steep slope, whether I'm in a trouble situation, taking my ski off is a very last resort. I just would rather have the edge of the ski, I feel like, gives me more grip than my ski boot. And it's no... When I lost my ski at Snowbird on that first run, I was post-holing with my ski boot, but I luckily had my ski on my other foot, so I kind of just was very light on my ski boot and just worked my way up with my ski itself because I was able to stay on top of the snow. So again, I don't know the situation entirely. I don't know the equipment and everything like that, but when I see people take their skis off, I get if a slope is over your head, but I still wouldn't take my skis off and walk down. I would just keep my skis on and just step down if I was in a situation like that. But again, that's me. So, what's up, Owen? Have you gone to Snowbird since they opened Peruvian? No, I've not. They opened it the next day or whatever. Yeah, there's the next day. After that storm, they opened it the next day. So, is jazz cabbage legal in Utah? I believe it's medicinally legal. I don't think it's recreationally legal here. Have you ever hit Lake Tahoe, Mammoth, or Big Bear? I've never hit any of those places, no, man. Have you been to Stratton recently? Like East Coast? I have not, no. I have the same problem. That's because I'm too fat for not enough ski on a steep enough hill. What got you into skiing? Just family. You know, just kind of one of those things I just kind of grew up doing and stuff like that. Got to get some more mountain bike videos next year. Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to get through this. You know, I'm trying to get through December here and see what happens in the new year. But I think mountain bike is going to be a realistic thing. But yeah, I don't know, man. I gotta see. Have you ever heard of Snowshoe Resort, like in West Virginia? Coming to Snow Basin soon. Yeah, I got to get back there. I was there for opening weekend or whatever, but I don't believe Woodward does Icon. I think Woodward's completely separate, Ryan. When you say Utah's Colorado on steroids, do you mean the quality of the snow, the terrain? Yeah, I just think everything. I mean, the quality of snow, I will give Colorado is very, very similar to Utah. Colorado still is very dry, blower POW. No doubt about it. Like, the snow in Colorado is great. It's not like heavy snow that you get in the Pacific Northwest or something. But typically, a lot of the storms that Colorado gets are coming from Utah, and they often fizzle out. So just the amount of snow you get in Colorado is a lot less than what you find in Utah. And I do think the terrain again is similar. Suffolk, Crested Butte, Telluride, there's some incredible terrain there. Even Breckenridge has some good stuff. But there's still not there's not a mountain, in my opinion, that's like an Alta or Snowbird, from where the bottom to the top of the mountain is just extreme terrain. So it's a little bit more Park City feeling in that regard. But when I say that, mostly I'm just referring to the snowfall. I mean, it just, yeah, you just don't get the crazy snow totals that we get in Utah, in Colorado. So, and I just think the whole logistics side of things, having 5-6 resorts close to Salt Lake, you know, getting around in Colorado in the mountains is a lot different. So again, nothing against Colorado. The resorts are great. The snow is great. The whole vibe and atmosphere is a lot different than you'll find in Utah. I just prefer Utah, and I just think when I think of big time skiing, Utah just is a little bit more higher up in that rung. What up, Jason? But I know I'll get roasted for no matter what I say for it, but that's just my opinion on it, having lived in Colorado and skied a lot in Utah, so that's all. It's just very rare that someone goes to Alta Bird and they don't leave with their mind completely blown. Thank you, Cole. $9.99. What's your go-to snack on the mountain? To be honest, man, I got to get better at food because I typically don't bring anything anymore. I used to bring like a granola bar just to get me through, but really anything sweet, I think, gives me a lot of rejuvenation. Someone gave me like a fruit snack at Snowbird the other day, and that was like, man, that totally rejuvenated me. But I did pack like little burritos, which was nice. So, what up, Levi? Thank you for the $9.99. I think if I could really choose to be like a pack of wild berry Skittles, those would be dank. Only time I'm ever taking my skis off is when I'm going in a building or starting up a boot pack. Ditto to everything else he's saying on this. Yeah. Appreciate that, Justin. Yeah, again, like there's in skiing, almost everything is personal preference, right? So like, but I just would rather have skis on than not have skis on. You coming to base it for new lift? Yeah, definitely. I got to check it out, crew. Alta Snowbird for couples this season. Which mountain should I focus on more? I'm advanced. I like really ungroomed terrain, like unmaintained type shit. Yeah, I mean, basically everything at Alta Bird is off-piste, is kind of what you're referring to, unmaintained. I mean, they're honestly both worth spending incredible amounts of time at, and I think you'll find which one you like more. They're both incredible mountains. Some people prefer Alta, some people prefer the Bird. They basically are the same. Well, I got to be careful with what I say. They share the same pocket of terrain. So just you know, I think if you've never been, I would spend equal time at both, and then for the next time you go, you'll figure out which one you actually like more. But both of them are incredible. I've never skied Crested Butte, Tucker. No, it's on my list to get to. All season. Yeah, there's a big difference between snow tires and all seasons. Just the whole composition of a snow tire and the actual compound of the rubber and how it's actually meant to grip in colder temperatures. A lot of times an all season tire, when it gets cold, it just becomes rock hard and ultimately doesn't give you traction. So the biggest thing with a winter tire is that it can still provide grip in colder conditions. So tires are everything. So no snow in the forecast for Utah. Yeah, it looks pretty dry, not going to lie. It looks pretty dry. But as we know, I mean, it'll be dry. Then next thing we know, it's like, okay, we have 40 inches coming. And it's like, okay, back to full winter mode. I started growing my hair out in sophomore year of college, Chin. And I grew it out largely just because my eyebrows are so big. So I used to have like a buzz cut and everything. And my college roommate at the time was like, hey, I think you should grow your hair out. And so I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. I never really looked back from there. Greg with the one gifted. I saw Greg. I don't want to say met him. I saw Greg at Alta last week or something, which was really cool. Thank you, Greg. PC opening McConkey's 99. Yes, sir. Thinking of switching to skis this year. Any tips? I would find a good pair of boots and then demo skis until you find out what you like. But yeah, get a good pair of boots. I don't know if you're switching from snowboarding to skiing. Boots are a big thing. Ever consider doing a trip to Japan? Yeah, I've definitely considered it. Yeah, turning TC is another big thing. When I went up to Alta the other day in the storm, I had TC off the whole time just because the TC is great in some cases, but I think when you're going up through slow mountain roads, the traction control just, yeah, I rolled without TC and it was a lot better. Because you haven't been to Woods Valley yet. First time skiing in 3 days. Like, first time ever skiing? I would just have fun, man. Going to Snowbird on Friday, you think Alta's worth going? Like, in one day? I mean, I don't think it would be a lot to do both in one day. But if you're like there for the weekend, I think it's definitely worth checking out both places. Papa Joe on the end of Snowbird talking about finding your way was pretty epic. Yeah, all that's unrehearsed too. I just like flipped the camera on him and he said that. I was like, all right. I forgot about the stream until I came across it on TikTok. Yeah, I'm gonna launch a stream on. How do I end this? On Instagram now. 360 viewers. Viewers who commented 35. Nice. Jay with the 5 gifted. Thank you, Jay. Who do we got? Mike K, BW, Gabe, Josh, Kayla. I love the gifted because it brings out people that haven't said anything all stream, but they've been here. So like Gabe, BW, Kayla, they've been exposed. Thank you for the 5 gifted, Jay. Taking a break away from the van this week? No, I'm not in the van full time all winter, so. And it's just easier for me to stream when I'm not trying to figure out Starlink and everything. Alta's 10 out of 10, Snowbird's 7 out of 10. Very well said, Justin. Justin's an Alta local too, so take his word over mine. That's what I say. Like, they're both incredible mountains. In a way, you have to be careful because when you go to Alta Bird, in my opinion, every other mountain you go to, it's going to be very hard to live up to those places. I mean, Jackson, I think you could put up there. Big Sky, Kicking Horse, but those are mountains that's kind of the cream of the crop right there. So why do you think Alta still has a snowboarder ban? I have no idea, man. I don't know why they banned snowboarders, but can you backflip? No, I cannot backflip. Great show. So is 4-wheel drive or AWD? I think there is a difference. I don't know if one is some sort of the way that the 4-wheel drive is engaged or the all-wheel drive, if it's more electronic, if it's just like the front left of the front axle and the right rear of the rear axle. But I believe there is a technical difference between 4x4 or 4-wheel drive and all-wheel drive. I'm sure it's a simple Google search of what actually the difference is, but Tips for skiing moguls. My biggest tip is reaching over the backside of the bump. I mean, skiing moguls is always kind of an interesting thing because a lot of times the moguls they'll get at resorts, it's not a uniform bump line that you'd get at like a mogul course, so it's very sort of reckless and lawless. But yeah, it's kind of sliding into the trough of the bump and reaching over the backside of it is kind of, in layman's terms, the proper way to ski bumps. But they can be very difficult at mountains because they're just not consistent in a line. You have to get out to CB. I recommend going to March or late February. There's most snow and the most awesome stuff open. Yeah, I think a late March Colorado trip could be pretty cool. Tires are everything. Just ask the Garage Gang. Snow in Utah starting next Tuesday. Yeah, I think it's like 1 to 2 inches a day. So we'll see. Hopefully some of those overperform and you get a little 4-inch mini pow day. But 15 years on snowboard, all my friends ski, so I want to make the switch. Sick of holding everyone up with my bindings. You could get step-on bindings, couldn't you? Then you don't really hold anyone up. And you're still snowboarding. Oh, my top bands right now at the moment are like Scary Kids, Scaring Kids, Under Oath. Let me see here. Rise Against, A Day to Remember. Sum 41, that's always a staple. Linkin Park. Motionless in White, Beartooth. Bring Me to the Horizon. Yeah, anything that has that sort of emo feel to it. I've just... yeah, I was into that when I was younger. I'm just never... Even when I go through different music stages, I always come back to just sort of punk, screamo sort of stuff. It's pretty pow dependent at the moment right now, Andrew. Just in general, where we go anywhere. Just right now, the most snow is in Little Cottonwood Canyon. So, yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's gonna change soon. Maybe not. I'm just saying. Hopefully, other places will get snow, but Icelandic 105s are my favorite. Going to get a new pair, going back and forth between 90 or 110. Oh, I think it totally depends on where you are and what you ski. I think if you're more skiing hard pack stuff, not too much snow, I think you got to go with the 90s. If you're in more of an all mountain and you like skiing off piste with powder, I think you got to go with the 110s. What up? I love the content. Keep up the good work. Watch your vids every night. Thank you on the Instagram. Follow me, please, at Griffey Rips. Go to Pagosa, bro. It's gnarly at Wolf Creek. Going for the Whistler for the first time. Nice. Nice. Had the full epic the last 4 years. What are your suggestions for dipping my toe in the Icon resorts? Can you get like a 4-day Icon pass like you can with Epic? Can you get like a single day Icon pass thing? If not, maybe find someone with an Icon, see if you can use their buddy pass, but I don't know if they make... Or like the Icon base could be a good option too. It's a little bit cheaper. 30 days already, dang. 30 days of snow. 30 days on snow. Like I have 30 ski days. Picking up some new Armada JJs. Nice, Nico. I live full-time in Utah, Tucker. Yeah, I'll probably be at Park City tomorrow. Have you tried Mantra M5 or M6? I have not. Do you drink? Never see alcohol in your videos. No, I don't drink. Just bought a Montec suit for this coming season because of your videos. Any things you can say about their suits? I got the dune jacket and their fog pants. I really like the Montec when I use them. It depends if you have the shells or the insulated version, so obviously make sure you layer appropriately, but I feel like I put them through some different conditions with over like 100 days in the jackets, and I was overall impressed. So, are you coming back to Canada? Yeah, I'll be in Canada in February and in March. What's up, Nat? What's up, Tommy? Eric, remember for 12 months, I'm going to give you a Stoke button because you just deserve a Stoke button. 1 year still feels like we're on the honeymoon, dear. Sorry I didn't get you anything for our anniversary. Eric, thank you for the 12 months, dude. It's been incredible. 1 year. Is that really when you found the channel? Was it like last year this time must be? But thank you, man. Imagine your favorite expert's chair at your favorite resort. Alta Bird is up at the entire mountain. Yeah. With, 500 inches of average snowfall. I think that's what people just like, I don't know. I think it's hard to really wrap your brain around that. Like people would say, oh, you got to go to Europe. You got to go to Europe. And I don't disagree with them, right? Like Europe would be a very cool experience, but you even look at some of the totals, like in Canada, like you look at some of these places, they average 200 inches of snow. It's like, and I'm not saying that's not a lot, but think of an average of 500 inches of snow. I mean, it's hard to describe until you've just been in it and you get that much snow. It's like, it's hard to want to go other places. Like for me, I just want to ski POW. That's like what my goal is. And I want to ski steep POW, and you can do that in Utah. So what do you think of Pall Mall going semi-private? I think it shows that at the end of the day, ski resorts are businesses. I think it shows that, we love ski mountains and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if the resort isn't profitable, if it's not bringing in revenue, there's changes that have to be made. So I think it's cool that they're introducing some faster lifts. I think it's cool that we'll be able to ski Lightning Ridge, which was the previous Snowcat area. I think we'll see what it does. I mean, I think it's interesting model to go from a public mountain to a semi-private mountain. I feel like typically it would go the other way around. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's a business at the end of the day, so. Motionless in White, wasn't expecting that. No? Do you think you'll ever ski tour? Probably not, Riker. Saw BMTH opening for Fall Out Boy this summer. Nice. All That Remains. I'm not I like All That Remains. Like if it were to come out and I'm working out, I wouldn't necessarily skip it, but it's not a band that I would like. I really, I don't know. Yeah, I like them, but not something that I actively go seek. Back for another round. Keep ripping Utah, Colorado needs snow bad. Kevin, what's up, man? Good to see you. Just flew into Salt Lake this afternoon, hoping I run into you this week. Hell yeah, Will. Fame on Fire. That's another good one. Love the band lineup. Now I gotta imagine you as goth. Any collabs with, say, Deb Armstrong? Relive the competition days. I think, I don't know if, I mean, Deb's like a racer. I think she would cringe that I use big fat skis, to be honest. So. Are you gonna do like a ski with Father's Day? We have the third annual official Stoke Squad meetup, right, Riker, March 9th and 10th. That is a designated day that people come from all over the country to ski. But I'm always down to take a lap with people if we run into each other on the mountain. But yeah, the meetup's a great time for an actual, official sort of event. There's a 3 or 4 day icon pass. Okay. Hitting up Jackson Hole for the first time in mid-January. Would it still be early season conditions then, or am I set to drop Corbett's? I don't know, man. Dude, if it doesn't snow, then it's going to be early season conditions, I don't know if people are if they're trolling me, but 88 Atomic Mavericks, POW Day at Snowbird, I think you would want to get a wider ski, in my opinion. Can you ski POW into 88? Sure. But I think, you you would be better versed with a little bit wider ski. I did not ski today, Levi. I had to go down to Draper to pick up the van this morning, and it just was, by the time I got back, it was already 10 o'clock, and I'm just, I don't know. It's like, man. Loving the merch. Just bought a helmet sticker and a hoodie. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. I will get all the stickers sent out tomorrow. The hoodies are print on demand, so I really don't have much control of them. The hoodies, of all things, do take a little bit longer, but they should be out kind of within the week or so. I found the channel about a month before, but fell in love with the content, loved the vibes. So you're like one of the 3 people I'm a member of. I'm honored, Eric. Thank you, man. That's the most important thing. The beautiful thing of YouTube is that, you know, you don't resonate with one person. There's probably 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 other people in the niche that you could resonate with. So it's a cool sort of community. And that's just the way life goes, you know. Why are some Armada jackets $600? Typically because of 3-layer Gore-Tex. Just really what they're made out of. The features that they provide. So yeah, that's the thing. That's why I always said something like Montec was a very good sort of bang for your buck. But you know, some ski jackets can be over $1,000. But the jackets that I'm wearing right now are the $600 ones. But it's because they're 3-layer, full Gore-Tex, all that sort of stuff. What's up, Ron? Good to see you, my friend. Hopefully the shoulder is feeling good. XOXO says Nat. What's up, man? Huge fan. Thank you, Sean. Send some of that Utah power to Colorado. The skiing has been fun. I feel like you guys got some, didn't you? You guys got the storm that we got. I'm wanting to start my own YouTube channel, do some other content. Any tips? I mean, my biggest tips, man, they're probably pretty cliche, but the most important thing is just be yourself, you know, tell your own story. And number 2 is do it because you want to share your story. You want to make videos. I think when people start YouTube in an effort to just get views and subscribers and stuff like that, I think it often leads to a non-genuine channel and in an easy place to burn out and, you know, do it for 1 month or hell, 2 weeks and then not post again. So I think you got to kind of look at it. What are you trying to do it as a hobby? Are you trying to make something out of it? But I think you got to come from the right place to start with. You know, in from a more objective standpoint, one of the things that I see people do is, and I think it's just because of nervousness, people don't talk to the camera. You know, like a lot of time, there's a time where the camera and the audience is secondary. If I'm having a conversation with someone, a lot of times the audience will become secondary. You guys aren't supposed to be the focus, but you have to understand when you're making YouTube videos, the audience is the camera. The person you're talking to is the camera. So when people are like holding the camera down here, no one wants to watch that. Like you need to make the viewer feel like you're talking to them. So hold the camera up, talk to it if that's what you're doing, but don't have this like half-ass camera down here, like kind of talking to it, like, because the viewer can't get into it. So again, there's times when the viewer is not meant to be the focus, but if you're trying to build a community, like you have to get that camera up. You got to talk to them. You got to look at them in the eye and treat them like they're right there in front of you. So, and that will go a long ways. But most importantly, you need to do it because you want to be doing it. So, you're an amazing content creator, great guy, is always giving tips and comments on his opinions. It's also amazing that you do meetups, so thanks for being the legend you are. I feel like because you wrote such a nice comment, I had to read that out. So thank you, Limitless. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Dakota, 21 months. I'm moving different. I come from a long bloodline of Italian leather. I'm at the bank, about to withdraw all of it. I am him, 100% Himalayan. I'm not even going to try to make sense of that, but I think that's the point. What's a good starter ski that's a good bang for your buck? Probably a Nordica Enforcer. Or some sort of Rosignol. Those are probably pretty good. You get the green chilies. Yes, Ron. I've been putting them on everything. I put them on my salmon last night. Put them on my eggs this morning. Very good. I wasn't really a big fan of green chilies, but I have been putting them on everything. Yeah, Nick, I saw your DM. My thing with those DMs, I just don't know what type of skier you are. I don't know what type of skiing you're looking for. Are you looking to ski powder? Are you a park skier? Are you someone who wants to lay down groomers? If you're just doing one out west trip, but mostly East Coast trips, I would recommend renting a ski when you come out west because, in my opinion, a West Coast ski is a lot different than an East Coast ski. So it's just hard for me to recommend a ski a lot of times without more information. So that's why I haven't got back to you yet. It just it takes me some extra mind power to like break all that down. But it's just hard for me to say get this ski when there's a lot of other variables that go into it because I don't want to be responsible for recommending a ski that you weren't happy with and then it becomes my fault. So I need more information to at least point you in the right direction. Logan Duffett with the 279 Canadian. You should try Marble Mountain in Canada. Marble Mountain. Never even heard of that. Please go to Stevens Pass. They just opened. Love your content. Thank you, Teddy. Have you skied Nordic Valak? No, I have not. GoPro 12 versus 11. Any thoughts? They are very similar. The biggest difference between the 12 and 11 from a video perspective is the use of the Max Lens Mod 2.0. So if you not interested in a wider field of view, the cameras are very similar. They shoot very similar field of views. The 12 does have what's called GP log, which is a different sort of color codec. Give you more dynamic range, but if you're not super into color grading, you wouldn't really use log, rendering it kind of useless. So very similar cameras. I think for a sort of a hobbyist, the 11 is fine. I think if you have anything less than 11, it is worth upgrading. And I don't really use a chest mount. I don't like it. It's too low. It's too much hand. Just my preference. Or they only talk to the camera and give no context to what they're doing and no B-roll. I mean, it takes time, right? Like I'm not saying that to harp on anyone because it takes tons of videos to find your style and your flow and all that sort of stuff. I'm just saying some more vlogging advice of like, you know, I see it a lot where people, and I get it, like it's nerve-wracking talking to the camera. Like I still hate it. I hate it. Like if I'm in a lift line and I try to bring my camera out, I'm like, I would just wait. I'd rather wait till I get like up top and I can kind of go to the side of the run. So I get it. It's just an uncomfortable. Some people can just have like, they just don't care at all and they'll whip the thing out. But I'm just saying, I think there's a lot of merit to like being intentional and deliberate with the viewers, because that's how you get someone to actually sit there and listen to you. Because why should someone listen to you? You know, like, you know. We love your videos. Informative, not annoying. Can always count on amazing reviews. Great work. Thank you, Julie. Appreciate that. I'm glad they're not annoying. Some people tell me to stop yapping. Dumping all day here in northern New Mexico, and it's supposed to keep going all day tomorrow. POW Day opening. Those are the best, man. $40 ski days so far, Nick. Congrats, man. That is awesome. Have you ever had a slopper? I don't think so. Nothing. Ooh. Lucas, when you go through your footage, is there a certain strategy you use to name your clips? So with my max clips, and it's because it's kind of a different format or different workflow, I typically I could do this. I'll show you this real quick. I implemented this naming process last year, and it really changed my workflow. But I don't rename my I don't rename my basic hero stuff that I shoot with like a normal GoPro. But the thing with the Max is when you render it out, I need it to be chronological because my videos are so chronological of like how the day happens. So I go 0, 1, that way it comes to the top. Run 1, run 2, run 3. And this was a very straightforward video, but a lot of times if I know what run it is, I'll say 0, 1, great Scott. Like 0, 5, chair TL, that stands for chair time lapse. But the biggest thing is putting the numbers in there because I kind of know what run happened as the day goes on, and that's more important for me. But yeah, file structure and management is a big thing of video making. I would get fitted at a store first before you do anything. Ryan C with the $9.99. Fusion with the 12 months. Ron Wilson with the 22 months. Michael Ferrari with the $1.99. Fusion says, 1 year being a part of the Salsa community. Love this content. Keep up the great work. Fusion, thank you, man. 1 month or 1 year. It's been incredible. Ryan C with the 9.9. I have to get ready for work. Thanks again for the inspirational videos and all around good vibes. Lucas for president. I don't think I'd make a good president, my friend, but thank you, man. Thank you, Ryan C. Have a good day at work or night at work. It's crazy. Ron Wilson, 22, closing on 2 years. The fine thing we do here, big love and best wishes, validates everyone in the squad, the best company. Ron, almost 2 years is insane, dude. Happy holidays. Thanks for being here, man. Thanks for being an active and supportive member of the community. And Michael with the $1.99, first ever super chat. Going to Park City mid-February. Hope to see you. Thank you, man. Mid-February, I think I will be in up in Kicking Horse in British Columbia, but you never know. Do you normally use the GoPro Max for headshot POV? I honestly use the GoPro Max for 90% of my ski day. There's times I don't even pull out my GoPro Hero 12 because I just don't need it. But yeah, all of my POV stuff is with the GoPro Max. The only time I'll use the Hero 12 is if I'm doing like a pull cam looking back at me. Yeah, Mark, I ramble a bunch too. The first 4 minutes of a video is just me in the van talking about some whatever I'm talking about. But just ramble to the camera. Lucas hasn't skied a ton of different skis, doesn't like David Weiss and skis and skied. Yeah, I mean, I mean, the first and foremost, I'm not some like crazy gear tester, you know. Secondly, I'm not some, you know, I'm not some racer with some crazy technique and you know, stuff like that. Third, I truly believe all skis are good, and it really comes down to personal preference. And fourth, I just want to ski pow on big skis and just sort of lean back and tail butter my way down the mountain. So I think when someone looks at me like, you know, I'm just not the best representative of different skis. So thoughts on ARV 106 for skiing powder? They definitely work. I mean, a 106 is by no means like technically a narrow ski. I think if you're in deep powder, you'll notice the lack of rocker in the ski. I think the 106 has a very abrupt sort of, it has a very abrupt inflection point, you could say, where like the camber sort of ends and the rocker begins. So I felt the 106 kind of dove a lot in powder, like, and that's just because of that lack of rocker. If it's your only ski, I would feel very comfortable bringing it into powder. But whenever I bring on my 116s, I notice the difference in rocker right away. The 106 just floats a little bit easier, or the 116 floats a little bit easier than the 106. But the 116, I have a hard time getting on edge in the hard pack, where the 106, I feel like I can actually carve. I wouldn't say filming takes any enjoyment away from my ski day. It just, you know, it creates a different element, you know, into it. It'll take me an hour just to go from the parking lot to the chair, just because I have to film my way through there. So when there's times in like pow days and it's, you know, everyone's got the powder panic, it's like puts a little bit extra wrench in what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm skiing to make a video where 99% of people are skiing to ski. So it's a whole different sort of mindset. I just put a lot of pressure on myself I want to make good videos, and a lot of times I just feel like, yeah, I'm not doing that. So it's more or less just sort of internal pressure of performance with my channel and ultimately the business at the end of the day. So it feels more, it's more feeling like work than it is just going out for a ski day. So, you know, I'm sure not everyone's going to like me saying that, but that's the reality of it. Yeah, if you're not trying to do any color correcting, then definitely don't use my GoPro settings, because my GoPro settings are meant to color correct and grade. If you're not trying to do any color correction, I would just put GoPro color to either vibrant or natural. Probably natural is your best bet, and then you should be pretty good right out of the camera. But yeah, don't use flat color if you're not trying to color correct. Fresh tracks my driveway here in Helsinki. Arda 3 Stokes Watts Stickers to make their debut. Nice. I sent those out, I think 2 days ago now, Alan, so thank you. Would you recommend moving to Utah even if you're not Mormon? No, I would only move here if you're totally Mormon. I think tree, cliff, and big mountain skiing. I mean, I'm not gonna be the person to talk you out of that, because I literally used the 116 JJ for like 2 or 3 years. I think as long as you stay on off-piste sort of big mountain stuff, you'll find that ski is very, very solid. You're just gonna struggle with hard pack groomer conditions. You know, early season stuff. It's going to be very difficult. When it's icy, it's going to be very difficult. But bigger mountain stuff, the JJ will do great. And I really feel like the JJ skis shorter, and it just doesn't feel like a 116. So I think you're okay with it. But, you know, some people will call me absolutely crazy for saying that. Do you recommend I get twin tip skis? I think it just depends what your ski style is. You know, if you're never spinning around, if you're never skiing switch, I don't see the need to get a twin tip ski, to be honest. I think you'd be better off with a directional ski. But if you like a more freestyle ski nature, twin tips are good. But yeah. What up, John Rogers? You going to Canada this year? Yeah, I'll be in Canada in February and also in March. Oh, my Instagram chat was all the way at the top, so I just missed everyone. I thought no one was talking, but I just was not in the right place. Any East Coast skiing this year? No East Coast skiing. Lucas Catania, bringing Charmin for your tail butter. Unless you can securely mount that boom mount some way, that mount, it's such a hard thing to get to stay. I've tried it before. I don't know. I guess maybe if you stay on some groomers, it might stay, but every time I've tried to mount out of the backpack to get some sort of Fox drone shot, it just always falls around. But maybe I just didn't secure it properly. I mean, it's definitely worth a shot. They run into weird Mormons and stuff in Utah. And look, man, I mean, everyone, you know, everyone has their own thing in life, you know. I'm sure I've came across Mormons, but I feel like, you know, I'm weird, you're weird, everyone's weird in their own way. Mormons have their own belief system that is their belief system, you know. I'm not one to say it's right or wrong or weird. It's just how they're raised and how they live their life, you know. And they would think my values and my beliefs are weird. So there's definitely a Mormon presence in Utah, but I've never felt that it was anything close to a deterrent to live here. I think I don't drink, I don't do a lot of that stuff, so that whole sort of alcohol side of stuff, it doesn't matter to me. So I don't live down in Provo or Orem where the Mormon influence is heavier than other areas, but for the most part, I don't feel like the Mormon. Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like Mormons are honestly some of the nicest people. But you know, they're on their own thing in life, and that's it. You know, I was raised Catholic. I went to Catholic school when I was, you know, 0 to 6th grade or whatever. So, but you know. You should tail butter down dust shoot at the bird, then all the way down the cirque in a straight line. Oh my god. Oh my god. What are your thoughts on the Max lesson for the Hero 12? Just got one the other day. I'm looking at accessories. Max lens mod for the Hero 12. I think if you have the Hero 12, I would definitely recommend the Max lens mod 2.0. Have you ever watched Freeride World Tour? I've definitely watched it. It's not something I follow very closely, but I've definitely watched it before. I may need some cant. The router on the boot toe was the deal. Yeah, the canting is like next level for boot stuff. I mean, boot fitting is one thing, right? Footbeds. Make sure that, you know, blow it out here, mold it here. But when you cant a boot, it's like, okay, that kind of changes. That changes it, you know. I've never seen a weak video from you. Always great content. Thanks for what you do. If you see a super tall lifty at the bird, say what's up, Greg. All right. Super tall lifty. You know who we need in here tonight is Regina, because Regina has great ski knowledge And to be honest, Regina often balances out my big Powski approach. Regina will oftentimes bring me back down to like, yeah, maybe you don't need a 116 all the time. So she's a great person to have in here to share her expertise. But honestly, I will say a Black Ops 92 is a great ski for Park City. You know, the thing I like with the Black Ops is because the side cut's pretty big. It usually has a pretty big tip on it, so it does give you some flotation and deeper crud. But, you know, if we get a 12-inch storm, you're definitely not going to hurt having a bigger ski. But don't underestimate that Black Ops 92. That's a good ski. Love the Viz, just joined the squad at the beginning of last season. Nice. Thank you, Title. Salt Lake to ski in January. Snowbird, Elta. Just go to the Cottonwoods, man. The Cottonwoods are definitely the place to go. Deer Valley is also very good. Joey N, do you do any tutorials? I don't do tutorials. I'm honestly not interested in tutorials because the internet will just eat me alive. I already get enough fleck from just what I do, and I'm just not really a can of worms I want to open up. To be honest, I mean, I'm sure the tutorials would do pretty well, just because I don't think there's that much of that stuff on YouTube. But it's just not really a place I want to get into for my own sake, to be honest. What boot warmers did you go with this season? Would you recommend them? I went with, I just looked these up the other day. And they're these ones right here. Yeah. Why won't it let me link them? Maybe I can't send links to my own thing. They are called Therm IC Set Heat Kit. Therm IC Set Heat Kit. So far they've been great. My feet have not gotten cold. I just was expecting them to make your feet like hot. They don't do that. You don't really feel the heat. Your feet just don't get cold anymore. Grapple Ganger John. Hey Lucas, here's another 5 of Stoke hoodie on the way. Let's go. Where are you headed this week? LCC looking dry for a bit. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like I should use this time to, you know, do another round of like Brighton, Solitude. You know, I want to go back to the Bird just because I can. Snow Basin. I don't know. Might just use this high pressure stuff just as a chance to make some rounds, I guess. But might make a rip up to Jackson next week. I don't know, man. Thank you for the 5, dude. It looks like you've been getting after it, which I'd love to see. How much fresh snow could a 94 soft twin handle? I don't know. Probably 6 inches, in my opinion. I mean, realistically, you could use that 94 in anything. You could use it in 2 feet of snow, right? I mean, just... Mm-hmm. Do you have some way that you track your progress, skills, and filming? That is a good question. I really don't. I wish there was a better way. I know that you always say there would be no backcountry, but any interest in taking some avalanche? I think it'd be a good thing to have. I love learning things. I love the analytical side, and you know, I'm a biochemist by degree, so I have this sort of science side to me. So I think learning about snow science and stuff like that would be really cool. I just really don't see myself doing a lot of touring in my lifetime, to be honest. Are you a Mormon? I'm not a Mormon. I'm not even religious anymore. I've never skied old retro skis and boots, to be honest. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's why people comment like, I remember the days we used to use, 70 underfoot in powder. And it's like, it's that same logic. I use a 116 on a groomer. It's the same exact logic, like you can use any ski width in any condition. You can use a 116 on groomers. You can use a 70 in powder. There's just tools for the job, but there's definitely not a heavy Mormon influence in Park City. The place where there's mostly Mormons in Utah is in Provo, where BYU is, Brigham Young University. Orem, that's another place down there. Yeah, really South Salt Lake, that's a big place for a big area for Mormons. But honestly, a lot of Salt Lake in general doesn't have a big Mormon influence. So started working at a ski shop as a salesman last week. Most stoked I've been in a job as long as I can remember. Nice, man. Congratulations. Got my Soak Sweat hoodie. Large fits just fine. Perfect. Not overtly just right. I love it. Price was where we said it should be. All good. Rod, I'm so glad, man. Glad you like it. Yeah. I like the hoodies. I'm glad that I went with like the nicer material, the heavier weight sort of thing, and just yeah, they feel more like a quality hoodie, which I'm stoked on. So I'm glad you like it. Eric with the 1177. There's a place up ahead, and I'm going just as fast as my feet can fly. Come away, come away. If you're gonna leave the sinking ship behind, come on the rising wind. We're going up. We're around the bottom. Blah blah blah. Thank you for the 1177, Eric. Regina's basically the mom of the channel. Regina kills with the knowledge. Yeah, I don't feel like I have all the tools in my toolkit tonight. What's one of your future channel goals? I don't know, man. I've been going through a midlife crisis, channel crisis. I don't know what the future looks like. I get worried. I'm getting worried. I don't know how sustainable this is in my lifetime. I'm like, man, should I sell Luna and just not travel much anymore? But then I feel like the channel won't really have the same flair to it. But I'm like, how long, I don't know, man. I don't really know. I'm struggling a little bit with it. I'm going to Winter Park to wear a thermal under your clothes. Yeah, I wear what's called base layers, which are sort of, in a way, thermals. I guess I don't wear necessarily, like, straight up thermals. Yeah, there you go, Jay. Thank you. I don't know why I couldn't post a link in my thing. I don't know why. Brighton night skiing opening day on Friday. That's kind of cool. Watching this instead of studying for my chemistry midterm tomorrow. There are like 4 people cock blocking the Cottonwood Canyon Gondola project for environmental reasons. Oh man, that whole situation, man. I feel like that's a lose-lose no matter how you look at it. But Utah County is the most Mormon influence. I need to Google what Utah County is. Utah County. Why is this so small? Yeah, okay, yeah, exactly. Spanish Fork, Orem, Provo. Yeah. See, we're talking about the same thing. South Salt Lake. I guess South Salt Lake could be considered more like Sandy. South Salt Lake. Really South Salt Lake. What time is it? 7:45? Holy cow. Luke's gonna show some love for Joseph Smith. I'm just reading the chat. Yeah, I mean, I guess I should have clarified. Not everyone who lives in Provo is a Mormon. Let me put it that way. But for power storage, I would get self-heating lithium batteries. Whatever you do, I would get, if you're doing winter stuff, I would make sure they're self-heating. Difference between the Bent 110 and the Armada JJUL. One, the core of them. I think the Bent 110 is poplar ash. The JJUL is going to be Karuba. So the JJ is going to be a lot softer, even though the Bent's already a soft ski. And the JJ is just going to be heavier. I mean, not heavier. The JJ is going to be wider. So 116 compared to 110. The JJ has a little bit more rocker than the Bent does. So the JJ is going to be a little bit harder to use across the mountain. The Bent Shetler 110 is going to be a little bit more easier to use sort of all around the mountain. But the JJ, in my opinion, is going to be a little bit better when you get into powder, deeper powder. So a 1/4 inch of width. Damn, when you put it like that, man, it doesn't even seem much wider. Yeah, we're talking 6 millimeters. Dude, that's so much wider. That's crazy. I used to work at a real estate company, Dean Alex. Summit Sotheby's International Realty. You should become a mountain man and camp at Snowbird. Make no income and just live with your 7 pairs of skis and get a free bird pass from that one homie every year. You can eat fish, bears, and wolves. You know what, dude? You might be onto something. That's basically what it's looking like at this point. Instead of sitting for my biochem test tomorrow, can you help me? I remember nothing from biochem other than gluconeogenesis, glycolysis, SN1 reactions, SN2 reactions. Dakota with 420. Garage Gang weekly tie to the Church of Stoke. Show us your desk setup. I really don't have a good desk setup. Literally? I don't think I've ever done this. Can I move you guys? I'm gonna live stream vlog with you guys. The camera's hardwired in, so I can't go too far. I'm sitting here. My laptop is right here. It's plugged into this studio display. I'm reading you guys there. That is my live stream on Instagram. My keyboard. That's about it. Nothing too fancy. Nice, we're good. Church of Stoke. All right. I am ending the Instagram stream because I think I need to get the Stoke shotgun. All right, guys. At this point of the stream is... Oh, it's early, but we're going to do it. Just got flashbanged. Image. The MX Master Mouse, dude. This is my favorite mouse ever. This point of the stream is no longer rated G or PG. So if you have kids, tell them the GTFO, because the stream is about to become unhinged. We have the Garage Gang. Oh my god. Oh my god. They just get crazier and crazier. Here we go, guys. We're going to start with the Garage Gang. Then we're going to move into the Stoke shotguns. First up, the Garage Gangs. Again, if you are a young kid, please leave or get permission from your parents. You're about to see things that your young eyes have never witnessed before. This is the Garage Gang. Bingo. Need more RGB. Needs more RGB. I just got flashbang. RGB? I don't even like RGB. What do I do with RGB? Just put lights up for no reason? What's the point of that? Is this a crib store? Basically. Family trip to Banff for Elta. Ooh. I mean, Banff is going to be a lot more vacation-esque just because Banff is so beautiful. Elta is going to be way more skiing focused. And if your family is more intermediate or beginner, it might not be the best place for them. But I think if you're considering Elta, you probably already know that. Thoughts on possible Elta expansion at Grizzly? I didn't even hear about that. Ron Wilson, Church, you know, gas. The Elta Bird pass pretty much resolved itself. Snow looks good. LCC tracking, but as always, pray for more snow. There's no such thing as too much. Ron, thank you, my friend. Stoked to see you again for another week. I hope you're doing well. Hope the shoulder's healing up. Getting to be holiday time, Christmas time. Thanks for the 20, dude. You are the definition of a legend, Ron. And I appreciate you. That's a new pillow. Who's the homie with the mask over his head? Is that Pharaoh? Danger ahead, stop. Broncos country is what the sign says. Broncos country. Oh my god. Guys, these Stoke shotguns are getting... They've only been 3 weeks in the making, and I feel like they're getting out of hand. Oh my god. We have John Podles and Eric Elliott on deck with Stoke shotguns. Eric with 5 gifted. Just as you thought we're done. Tucker Crosby, BTA Adventurous. Grant Litsky, Desert Fox, welcome. Do you guys want Stoke shotgun? Nice thing you know, the entire Soak squad is going to be banned from like ski resorts. Will Murphy with the 5. Missed the stream last couple weeks. Been skiing and working. Glad to see the garage game. Everyone else is doing good. Will, working and skiing, man. That's what it's about, dude. Thanks for the 5. All right, guys, here we go. We will finish off with the Garage Gang once again, just because we owe it to them. But here we go. First up, no, I just deleted them. God damn it. First up is Eric Elliott. Alright, I gotta make it so the volume doesn't blast your guys' ears.
Alright, Stoke shotgun. We're back in Wisconsin. Got a spotted cow. If you know, you know. Love you, Lucas.
I gotta watch it now. This is Eric Elliott. The Stoke shotgun.
Stoke squad, baby. Alright, Stoke shotgun. We're back in Wisconsin. Got a spotted cow. If you know, you know. Love you, Lucas.
From Wisconsin. Spotted cow. Isn't a hot tub, dude? That's
Stoke
so
squad,
sick.
baby. Alright, Stoke shotgun. We're back in Wisconsin. Got a spotted cow. If you know, you know. Love you, Lucas.
Truly inspirational. Walton said it. Walton said it right,
Stoke squad,
man.
baby. Alright, Stoke shotgun. We're back in Wisconsin. Got a spotted cow. If you know,
Eric
you
Elliott
know.
is just doing it, man.
Love you, Lucas.
Stoke is high in Wisconsin today, boys. I'll be back in Salt Lake soon, says Eric.
Stoke squad, baby. All right,
That's
Stoke
legendary.
shotgun. We're back in Wisconsin. Got a spotted cow. If you know,
Oh
you
my
know.
god.
Love
Alright,
you,
guys.
Lucas.
If you know what, if you guys were here last week, John, dude, I wonder if I can just show it because it deserves to be shown again.
All right, Stoke. All right, Stoke.
I can't. John did a shotgun with his boots and skis on in the house. Okay. So here's John again. Here we go, John Podol's Stoke Shotgun.
All right, Stoke Shotgun time. Coming at you from Salt Lake City, Utah. Stoke Squad, this is for you, and let's get after it this weekend.
Meatless Mondays. With the snowbird hat on.
All right, Stoke Shotgun time. Coming at you from Salt Lake City, Utah. Stoke Squad, this is for you, and let's get after it this weekend. Stoke Squad, this is for you, and let's get after it this weekend. All right, Stoke Shotgun time. Coming at you from
What is
Salt
that, a
Lake
Busch
City,
Light?
Utah. Stoke Squad, this is for you, and let's get after it this weekend. Stoke Squad, this is for you, and let's get after it this weekend.
I just want to know where that suit came from. What is that from?
All right, Stoke Shotgun time. Coming at you from Salt Lake City, Utah. Stoke Squad, this is for you, and let's get after it this weekend.
My beer I bought. John stealing my beer.
All right, Stoke Shotgun time. Coming at you from Salt Lake City, Utah. Stoke Squad. this
John's
is
in
for
here
you,
just stealing
and
people's
let's get
beers
after
and
it this
doing
weekend.
Stoke Shotguns with it. That's even more legendary.
All right, Stoke Shotgun time. Coming at you from Salt Lake City, Utah. Stoke Squad, this is for you, and let's get after it this weekend.
All right, Stoke Shotgun. We're back in Wisconsin. Got a spotted cow. If you know, you know. Love you, Lucas.
All right, Stoke Shotgun time. Coming at you from Salt Lake City, Utah. Stoke Squad, this is
Stoke Squad, baby.
and let's get after
All right, Stoke Shotgun. We're back in Wisconsin. Got a spotted cow. If you know, you know. Love you, Lucas.
All right, Stoke
Shotgun. We're
This is it right here.
spotted cow. If you know, you know. Love you, Lucas.
This is how it ends. Stoke Shotgun. Garage Gang. Jeez. All right, guys. I love you all. Thanks for hanging for another week. Will, $8. Why does my boy have a Tyvek suit on? I don't know. That's for Eric to know or John to know and all of us to find out. Have a good night, everyone. I love you all. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Stay out of trouble.